that you could purchase on the planet to make themselves relevant. The majority of them were homosexuals. I'm just telling everybody the truth. I know a lot of you don't like hearing that. But you need to understand that right now you're in a system that's being paid for by a bunch of homosexual people. And yeah, you're going to find yourself agreeing with the homosexuality or the homosexual world, or that world that wants to bring in same sex, or that world that wants to bring in transgender, that world that wants to make your boy into a girl. You're going to be faced with that because they're the one who now holds what is known as the capital of your value. So they think, because they thought the dollar was going to have a value until we shut it down. So now they're running for the would-be so-called barn because the storm is coming. They're headed for the tornado and the hurricane cellars right now. They got them built on the ground because they know that the hurricane, the storms are coming, and they already got a place in the ground where they can run and hide out. And they don't even understand what I mean when I say the hurricanes and the tornado. That's why they have built all these extravagant, with these so-called underground places where they got food, they got television, they got computers, they got everything set up to live during a hurricane and a storm. And they don't even know I'm talking about a spiritual storm that's going to be physical for them. They have no clue. They believe that there'll be kickback on some would-be red sofa with a bunch of pink plush pillows on it, where they're going to be doing nothing more than playing with the so-called gay footsie with their girlfriends and boyfriends. And I'm talking about a real hurricane, a real storm, wars and rumors of wars, mothers against daughters, fathers against sons, and vice versa. One brother will take hold of another brother saying, no, you go out there. I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to get killed. And the other brother will say to him, you go get killed. I'm just telling you, this is the storm that I'm talking about, people. I'm talking about a real storm. And the average would be brain dead homosexual who believe themselves to be of some would-be financial status or stable would-be so-called status, that he is going to be able to go on the ground, wait until this storm passes by, and then come out and live a life of happiness. Not going to happen, because the ground is going to cave in on him. We're going to make sure of that. Those red busters are going to come right next door to him, and they're going to make everything that he's built cave in. I'm telling them right now, they already know. I'm not threatening them. They know I am promising them, because they already know what I'm telling them to be true. They hear the noise on the other side of the wall, underground, when they go down there to test it. They can hear the noises. Every 12 noon around the world, they hear the siren going off. That's the same siren that was used when all the Jews found themselves being annihilated by Adolf Hitler. I'm just giving you the truth, people. Stop it. And that high tone is going to become so loud. Some of you are going to be walking to it because you're already a zombie. You're already one of those that's brain dead. And the only thing you can focus on is the tone of some would-be so-called ringing symbol of what might even be classified as nothing more than a tuning fork. Stay with me. God almighty, people. I just want to help you out. I do. And my Father's here to save you, and you just don't want to comply. The host has talked about, we've been reaching out to you now for the last, these calls, 11 years. I've been reaching out to you now for 30 plus years, 40 plus years. And you want to know something? Yeah, there's a lot of people listening to me. 198 nations listen to me, and they got on board. It was the brain-dead Americans that still don't want to get on board because they just want to believe that somehow they're going to be finding Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer sitting on a would-be so-called lake or pond where you get a line and I get the pole and we all go fishing at the crawdad hole. They want to believe that that's what they're going to get. Americans, brain-dead. I know it. You know what it makes me feel like? To have to be talking to the people that I deem to be my people. You know how hard it was to sit down and my family to talk to at least, there was about 400 people in my family showed up at one hotel. Yes, that they might receive information from me on what we needed to be doing and what we was to do with our family wealth. And I need you to understand that I can assure you that 350 of them wanted to do nothing. Most of them, 300 of them, just wanted to get high, have a good time, have a barbecue. They had new girlfriends in their life, new boyfriends in their life, new husbands, new wives, and all they wanted to do was go out and buy a new car and a new house. They didn't want to do anything with the wealth to save the planet. Stay with me. I'm just telling you the truth. Ask the people. Pelican Head, Shreveport, Louisiana. They'll tell you about 400 of them showed up. Well-to-do. And all they wanted to do was get more money, more funds. That's all they cared about. Okay, yeah, I know. I've heard Grandpa told me before that we started the United States of America. Grandpa told me before that we own everything as far as you can see, the east, the north, the south, and the west. He's already told me that, but that's not what I need right now. All I need right now, I got this fat booty girl that wants to become my wife, and I need some more money so I can buy a BMW so we can go riding tonight. I'm just telling you the truth, people, and that's what I get from the United States of America people. All you care about is barbecue, beer, and I'm not going to use the other beer. I'll let you say it. Barbecue, beer, and you say the other word. And I'm going to agree with you. Because that's all the United States of America thinks about. And they just think that's what makes the world go round. Americans so busy worried about people's personal business, they can't even get their professional business online. They too busy worried about who is the melodious leader in the feminine would-be community. When the average female already understands, excuse me, you cannot take a whore and turn her into a housewife. Stay with me. I don't care who gets offended. I'm just calling it like it is. And you can't take a pimp and turn him into a preacher either. Stay with me. You think so, don't you? I guarantee if you get the pimp and put him in the church as the preacher, he'll pimp every one of those with the whores you got in the church. Stay with me. I'm just giving you the reality so you can stop playing games and get real. This is a real world we live in. We live in real life, and we have to live with this realness based upon reality of truth. Everybody, now, always concerned, well, the preacher doesn't treat us right. You got the wrong preacher. You got the pimp. You got the pusher. Yeah, you got the playboy. And you put him as one of the P's in the church as your pastor. And now you wonder, you mad because the church ain't working right. That's your problem. That's your fault. You should have kept your vote. You should have talked to the elders of the church. You should have made sure that you got rid of that would-be so-called church mother that wasn't nothing but a whore when you brought her in the church. What did you expect her to do? Excuse me. God almighty. See, I get this way sometimes because I get to thinking about the southern South of what is known as Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. All of y'all in the South. Be quiet. And y'all about as brain dead as they come when they put you in what is known as a pulpit. You're about as brain dead as that you could come when they put you in the pews. Whether you're in the pews or the pulpit, you're just a pig-head idiot. Stay with me. I know. Okay, I'm offending a lot of people. That's not my intention, but I need you to wake up in reality and know that if you keep doing this, you need to understand, as it has been written, if you keep doing the same thing, knowing it's messed up, knowing it's a mistake, you're going to get the same results. A messed up situation. It's a messed up result. But you keep doing the same thing. God almighty. Help me out, people. I indexed you. I did. I paid a price. I'm not proud of that. I paid a ransom for your life. I know they keep saying he paid it all and he shedded his blood. Yes, but it also cost $875 billion in order for you to be able to talk and do and act the way you're doing right now. It costs money. Because had I not done that in 2000, they were ready to do nothing more than nuclearize everyone on this planet. Nuclearize you. That means you were going to be dead. The only party you was going to get done was 1999. 2000, they were going to annihilate you. And I was up at midnight, 1999, going to nothing more than the so-called would-be headquarters for the computers to reprogram everything just so the people could survive. And right now, I can't get the people to believe that. I don't want to. I need them to recognize that you're still here. And you're here because of a purpose of someone that set it in motion for you. And it wasn't not Barack Obama, because he wasn't around in 2000. It definitely wasn't William Jefferson Clinton or George W. Bush, because they were too busy trying to fight on one coming into the White House and the other one trying to find someone that they wanted to at least trust to come in the White House. Clinton was on the way out. Bush was on the way in. Clinton would have loved to have Al Gore there because he knew Al Gore was a yes man. He said yes to everything Chip said. Chip Gore. He said yes, sir, because he was afraid to get punched in the mouth. a woman, so you got to understand, he was definitely going to be afraid to get punched in the mouth by a man. He definitely couldn't have been able to deal or handle a leader like that. That's why George W. Bush ended in the White House, and they claimed it was a tie. You don't have to tie with a coward. You pick the person that you know has the more courage, and you put him in there. And that's what the United States of America done at that time. Stay with me. Let me go, because no one is getting this. No one. You're not getting this. No, you're not. No, we're not going to argue about this. You're not getting it. You are not getting it. I know, I love you too, but you're not getting it. And when you do, we're going to talk about it again, but not right now. No. Don't let me leave you just talking to yourself. I got to go. See, I looked outside my window. Yeah, it's dark out there. That darkness is for you. I see a candle out there on a desk. That's for me. And there's a little old man sitting there. That's definitely for me. I got to go out there and get with him. So he tells me we still got a little bit of light left. That means that man must work while it's still light, so that's day for us. Man must work while it's still day for a night coming. No man can work. My work must go on. I'm not going to quit just because I'm ending the conversation so we don't keep it going back around and back and forth. I'm in it because I love you. And I'm going to do what I got to do to save you. You don't have to thank me. I'm going to do what I got to do to save you. I've been commanded to do so. What I need you to do is get some rest. Because yes, there's going to be something that you got to do. But right now, I just need you to sit down, eat your chocolate chips, find a beverage of your choice. Well, you don't have to eat chocolate. Eat whatever you want to eat. Just sit down. Relax. I got you. I love you. I got night shift. Don't worry about that either. I got it. I can have it. Yeah. I need you to get some rest. You earned it. You deserve it. My Father says you're worthy of it, and I'm not going to even question that. Get you some rest. And I'll see you soon. Peace and love. And nightfall.